So now let's start this event. Okay. Greetings of the day. Thank you for all joining us today. My name is Nehal Singh. I'm the senior content creator at Abhidhvaj Law General. I'm very excited to welcome you all in our today's webinar, which is on topic the reality of gender inequality and exploitation against men. We have got a fantastic sessions and lined up with insight and strategies that I'm sure you will find very valuable. Our speaker is a very experienced person in this field. Thank you, sir, for giving us a precious time and sharing your experience and knowledge with us. Before we dive in, just a couple of housekeeping notes. We'll be recording this session. Feel free to use the chat to ask the questions or share your thoughts throughout the webinar. We will have a dedicated Q&A session toward the end. So now, sir, you please may continue.
Hello, hello. Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me all?
Yes, sir.
So shall I begin with my own findings, or it will be by some of the students or the other person?
No, sir, by yours. You may start.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. Good morning to everyone.
Morning, sir.
Thank you for having me on this platform. I am Dr. Pradeep Sharma, Indian teacher at Ghana in the western part of Africa. Originally, I am from Lucknow, and as the topic has been assigned to me regarding the some kind of discrimination against the men, it is not only the present but in the past also it has been like that. But generally our society, what they consider that it is only the discrimination which is possible against the females, women. So it is not like that. I will give you my African views also. So let me first go to the Indian perspective, how it is discrimination is being made and how the men are in danger, some kind of threats or something they're facing in their daily life. So let us begin now. Uh, we often hear about the cases of injustice against the woman or sexual harassment to female at workplaces. If injustice is being done, there is preconceived notion that injustice is being done to the female. It usually never occurs to the people that harassment can be done to males as well. But nowadays, cases have come to the people's notice where harassment to the males is being done and no justice is given to them because it has been assumed that the male is the wrong on his part and the female gets the preference to it. May it be a case of dowry, sexual harassment at workplaces. Now, Section 498 of IPC, the old IPC, we are talking about the old IPC, the grant of maintenance to the wife and children and the divorce and many more cases, women are given priority and men get oppression by the society. There is a gender bias against males in certain cases. A number of laws are made for the protection of females, but no such laws are there for the males, and this makes the victim, that is the man, of the society. There are various social movements and NGOs which works for the rights of men. Furthermore, harassment isn't just sexual, but it can be mental as well. Now, let us take the example from the dowry or the cruelty. Dowry is prohibited under Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. Demand for dowry is punishable offence and dowry death is also a punishable offence under section 304B of IPC, the old IPC. Nowadays, dowry has been misused by the wives to harass and torture their husband. It was obviously going, it was a great misuse. The high rate of society being committed by male is uh, predominantly due to the harassment by wife. Dowry laws is a weapon in the hands of the wives to protect themselves from their husband and and his relatives. But but what should be done if these laws are misused by wife to torture their husband and cause them mental cruelty? There was a case in front of the Bombay High Court. It held that the Bombay High Court held that a false complaint against the husband and his relatives by the wife amounts to mental cruelty to husband and thus becomes a ground for divorce by the husband. Now come to the section 113B of the Evidence Act. It says that if a married woman commits a suicide within 7 years of her marriage, it is assumed by the court that the suicide was abated by the husband or his relatives and shall be punishable under section 304B of IPC. This section discriminates against men, as without any evidence it is to be assumed that the death is abated by the husband or his relative. This is also a kind of one-sided laws against the man. Before July 2014, Section 498A of IPC allows the direct arrest of the husband or his relative whose name has been mentioned in the complaint without any arrest warrant or investigation. A mere complaint registered under Section 498A puts the concerned person behind the bars without any investigation. Section 498 is a non-valuable offense. But removing this discrimination provision against males, the Supreme Court, in its order on 2nd July 2014, stopped this automatic arrest without any warrant or investigation or complaint registered under Section 498 of IPC. In August 2010, the Honorable Supreme Court directed the government to amend Section 498A of IPC and make it bailable offence due to the rising cases of false complaint against the husband or his relative. Now, in the divorce cases, when we come to the divorce is dissolving the marriage by either of the parties. Divorce can be initiated by any difference of misunderstanding between the spouse. Earlier, wives approached to the court for divorce under the pressure of cruelty and illicit relation of her husband with other women, dowry demand or dowry death, and much more. But the passage at the time past, things are changing And now the husbands are getting harassed by their wife, and many petitions are filed in the court by the husband. Some wives harassed and insulted their husband in the public as well. There was a case, Dastani versus Dastani. The wife harassed her husband and made his life miserable. She insulted him in front of his friends and screamed at him, saying she doesn't want to the Dastani family to no last forever. These acts amount to mental cruelty against him, and divorce was initiated by the husband. Then there are other cases also, male sexual harassment. The cases of male sexual harassment at the workplace is on rise. It is not only females who are harassed at the workplace, but males also get harassed by their co-employers or superior at their workplace. Nobody wants to believe it because it is not a serious issue for everybody. But indeed, it is a serious issue for the male victim. This is because male don't point their finger due to their ego. Many people believe that the harassment is limited to females and cannot go beyond this sphere. It is not women, but males too are victim of sexual harassment. In the recent survey around 2015 done by the Economics Time, it has been reported that almost 19% of the male working in the metropolitan cities like Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai have been the victim of sexual harassment at workplaces. In today's workplace, men are vulnerable to sexual harassment as much as women. It is very serious issue and step should be taken to overcome this. Indian society does not believe this concept because of their social belief that it's only the male who can do the harassment, not the female. Now, there are certain uh, real life cases. Let me just go one by one. There was a case in Mumbai where a girl, Mariana Abdu, posted a picture of a guy on the social media and claimed that he masturbated in front. Sorry to you, are my young students, like a kids. I am using all these kind of words. Sorry for that. Please just bear with me. Masturbated in front of her in public. She requested the public to find that guy and so that she can take action against him. But after the investigation, it has been proved that the statement of the girl was not true. She just wanted to harass the guy. Another incident which took place on Delhi 2015. Here, Jasleen Kaur, a student of St. Stephen's College, posted a picture of a guy in his Royal Enfield motorcycle and said that he passed some abusive or obscene comments on her. She also claimed that he harassed her in the public area. After the investigation, Jasleen was found guilty as she misused the power given by her by the law. All these real examples prove that the males are being harassed by females. Harassment may not be in the physical form, it may be also in the mental. Earlier, earlier the male they won't come forward and open up about the cases of sexual harassment that they faced. But in recent years, they have come up. There was a case that a guy shared his worst experience of sexual harassment at workplace. The guy worked at a job consultancy firm. He was one of the older employees working in that firm. The girl always leaned towards that guy and compared to his other colleagues or other employees. The girl was a superior always checked his work, and if mistakes are found, she used to correct them. One day, working late, she approached to him and said that she liked him. But the guy, in a very formal way, replied that he is not interested. After this incident, the girl behaved coldly towards the guy. But again, after a few days, both were working together late night. The girl came up and the guy topless stopped, and the guy did not know how to react. She came to him and said she was playing with him. He was of no use to her. He felt like he is not fit for the job and resigned the next day from that office. So these are the some of the examples, or rather past incident, which has been reported by the media or on the social media, which has really brought the man on the knees. Now let us conclude uh, uh, for this, uh, come to the uh, constitution, that article 14 of the constitution of India guarantees the right to equality to all the citizens of India, but the priority and preference is given to the women over men in certain cases. A number of cases have been registered and recorded against the sexual, physical, or mental abuse of male. It is not only female who is discriminated, but the males can have, or they can receive the similar feedbacks. Many females take the advantage of the right given to them, false abuse, and the rights given to them, and register false cases against the husband and the relatives. Males are sexually abused at workplaces. The number is increasing day by day. Now, this what insight I gave you is of the Indian perspective. Now, let me come to the my African cases, some of the African laws. I worked in Ethiopia around almost 11 years. Before entering to Ethiopia, I was simply knowing that the harassment could be done only against the females. But when I was going through the criminal law books of Ethiopian criminal code, just like we have Indian penal code, that was Ethiopian criminal code, then I saw that it is not only the female who has been harassed by the society, but equally the laws has been framed in favor of men also. So the Ethiopian legal system, they recognize the male harassment since the year 1994. In the year 1994, the constitution of Ethiopia was drafted. So both ways it was possible. The man can harass the woman and the woman can harass the male. So Ethiopia recognizes the equal laws, equality before the law for both men and women regarding the cruelty or sexual harassment and all those things. Now, since 1.5 years, I am in Ghana, Western Africa, the neighboring country of Nigeria. Here also the same laws are there. Then I thought, why these laws are there? Then one of the reason I found here in Ghana and Ethiopia. Now I can tell for Ethiopia also and Ghana also, because here the sex ratio is in favor of female. The females are more here. So the same laws we have in Ethiopia regarding the protection of men in Ethiopia and in Ghana. And the females, they are convicted for the harassment here. I have seen number of cases here. So this was all about, from my side, this was my insight, how I did. Over to you, brother.
Okay, thank you, sir. Does anyone have any question to ask to sir? If anyone have any question to ask, this is now the time you may ask it. I think no one has any question. Okay. Just a second, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir,
There was a question what was the reason behind the gender bias laws in India? This is what I came to see on the screen. Am I correct?
yes, sir.
So the reason is what our primitive Indian society they have experienced in the past. They consider that female are very weak emotionally, physically. They are very weak. So this is one of the greatest reason from our historical background or the society setup. What we think against the female, that female are very less powerful or they are vulnerable. Anybody can hurt them. So these are the experiences which force our parliamentarians or the legislature to make the law in their favor so that the woman or female empowerment can come in the society. And there is another uh, proverb, or you can say another saying was there: treating equals is equality and treating unequals unequally is also equality. So it is our past experience, historical experience, society structure, the stereotype thought which has forced to bring this kind of laws in India as per the Indian context is concerned. There was some another question, I think.
Yes, sir. So there is also another question. If anyone fakes such cases, then how it is to be proved?
See, it depends upon the facts and circumstances of the cases. Hmm. Because in the same case, one may be acquitted. In the same cases, he may not be acquitted. And moreover, it is the law. So that is how it has to go.
Yes, sir. Any more questions? I think so. So
Rafiq is there.
yes, sir.
Unmute you.
Rafiq, you may ask.
Hello, you're
Yes.
audible, sir?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, you may ask, Rafiq.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, yes, I am audible, sir. Hello.
Hello. Just a second. Pradeep, sir.
Sir.
Wait just a minute. Maybe there is a network issue from sir side.
Yes, yes, I think some network issue, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, sir. Actually, there is some network issue from sir's side. That's why he's unable to join the meeting. Just wait for a minute. Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir? Hello, sir. Hello. हेलो। भैया कह रहे हैं सर की तरफ से बहुत ज़्यादा नेटवर्क इशू हो रहा है। मतलब वो कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं, फिर वॉइस मेल भी डिस्कनेक्ट हो जा रहा है, कनेक्ट और डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाए। क्या करें, मीटिंग एंड कर दें क्या? 5-10 मिनट हो गए ऐसा होते होते। कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं वो, फिर भी उनकी तरफ से बहुत ज़्यादा इशू हो रहा है। बट सर को तो सर बोल रहे हैं कि अब नहीं हो पा रहा है, कनेक्ट नहीं, कनेक्ट हो रहा है, बार वॉइस ही नहीं आ रही उनके में। वॉइस वजह से एंड कर देते हैं फिर तो, क्योंकि बच्चे भी लीव लीव करने लगे हैं। 25 थे, अभी 18 बच्चे हैं। दो तो मेरे ही हैं, एक मेरे दोनों अकाउंट हैं, तो 16 बच्चे हैं। बंद कर देना भैया फिर, मतलब। ठीक है भैया। ठीक है। So unfortunately, we will unable to carry on this session because there is a lot of network issue from sir's side. So sorry for this technical issue. We will try to. So you all will receive a certificate of this event within 7 days, and if you all want to publish your article, research paper, or blog within our journal, so you can send us through email. We will share the procedure regarding that. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you. So sorry for the technical glitch.